Damien Milan. I am the record store manager here at Steamboat, and I've been working here going on 7 years. Been working in record shops for the last 25 years. I love it. I'm kind of surrounded by it. I play music as well, so it's nice to be around the instruments and everything, but I've worked in selling recorded music since I was like 18, 19, so it's been my life really. I started in bands when I was about 14 or 15 with friends. We messed around and played a few shows, and maybe up until kind of college, maybe 19 or so, and that kind of fizzled out. After that then I was involved in bringing bands to Limerick. There was a collective called the AMC, and we used to just bring bands here. So during that time I was in a couple of other bands then. So yeah, being involved in, I guess, selling music in my job, promoting music at night. I love playing it as well, but I haven't done anything now in quite a few years. I had been working in a previous record store, a chain, HMV, which closed down quite a few years back, and Mark already had a business here with instruments and was thinking of the idea of getting into records and recorded music and CDs, so it made sense that while I was being let go, at the same time he was wanting to expand into this, so it just made sense, I guess. Other than the practical elements, we have a lot of connected but separate departments here. So we're selling instruments, we're selling records, we're selling comics. I think it's fairly novel to have all of those under one roof, even though there's a connection kind of between them all. But other than that, I think the important aspect is creating some kind of environment for you and for your customers, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that so far, but our hopes are to keep improving, and we want to make it as good a record shop as possible. When streaming became a big thing in the late 90s with Napster and that, it looked like it was the end of the record shop, but that didn't quite happen, and I'm not too sure exactly what it is with younger kids, but I'm guessing if they grew up in a household where physical music formats like CD or records weren't really a thing or seemed to be something of the past, if they just grew up with streaming, maybe there's some kind of novelty now in having something of their favorite band on physically, something that can hold, something they can touch. Exactly where the vinyl revival of the last 10 or 15 years came from, I don't know, but it seems to really impact people, that people have some kind of a soft spot for it, and we see lots of people my age and older going back to it, and we definitely see younger kids just obsessed with the format, particularly records, particularly vinyl. Yeah. I think from here on, maybe there'll just be room for both. There'll be a place for your streaming and a place for buying records and buying music. At least I hope so.